For thousands of years, Earth had known only silence from the stars, a quiet that felt endless and unchanging. But then, suddenly, something ancient and powerful stirred beyond the sun's warm glow. The Varath, an alien race whose name had long been lost to history and myth, returned to the solar system. Their arrival was not gentle or hidden. Massive ships pierced the black void, their shapes unfamiliar but clearly designed for great strength and purpose. It was a moment that shook the world. Scientists at space agencies and observatories around the globe watched in disbelief as these distant vessels approached. The Varath were searching for a lost, treacherous starship buried somewhere on Earth. It's abandoned and forgotten after a terrible disaster that had happened 30,000 years ago. This ship was not just any vessel. It was a symbol of their past, a remnant of a time when the Varath explored the universe freely. Now, desperate to reclaim it, they sent down a reconnaissance team to begin the search. Scanning the planet with advanced sensors that made even the most sophisticated human technology seem primitive. At the same time, humanity faced an enormous challenge. Having only recently begun to step beyond its own planet, people everywhere debated what this return meant. Was it a sign of friendship or a warning of war? Governments held secret meetings, leaders weighed their options, and the general public waited anxiously, watching news reports and discussions filled with uncertainty and fear. The discovery of the Varath's return sparked tension, but it also sparked hope. Hope that humans might learn from this ancient civilization, or even join them among the stars. Yet beneath the surface of hope was a deeper unease. Nobody knew if the Varath would welcome humans or see them as a threat. As the alien ships settled into orbit, a strange silence fell over Earth. People could almost feel the weight of history, pressing down as if the planet itself held its breath. The reconnaissance team touched down in remote locations, their presence barely noticed at first, but soon undeniable as strange. Scientists and military forces scrambled to understand what was happening, while rumors and fears ran wild. Would the Varath recover their lost ship quietly? Or was this the beginning of something larger, something that would change the future of humanity forever? In every city, in every small town, conversations turned to one question. What did the Varath want, and how would humans respond? As night fell and the stars shone bright above, the truth remained hidden, waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to face it. The ancient past and the uncertain future collided in this moment, marking the dawn of a new chapter in Earth's story. Chapter where humanity's fate was no longer theirs alone to decide. After days of silent waiting, the moment finally arrived when the Varath emissaries made their first formal contact with Earth's United Space Federation. The meeting took place in orbit, aboard a massive space station orbiting Earth, where representatives from different nations gathered with cautious hope and guarded nerves. The Varath, imposing yet calm, did not arrive with threats or demands. Instead, they offered a proposal that stunned everyone, a temporary alliance. They needed human help to find their lost starship, which lay buried somewhere on Earth. But in return, they promised to share some of their advanced technology that could change human life forever. This offer was unexpected, shaking the foundations of what many believed about alien intentions. Humans had always feared that contact with such an ancient, powerful race would mean conflict or subjugation. But now there was a chance for cooperation. Despite lingering doubts and mistrust on both sides, leaders and scientists alike knew this could not be ignored. Teams were quickly assembled, combining the best human minds with Varath experts, blending human curiosity and creativity with alien technology far beyond anything humanity had yet seen. Together, they began searching ancient archaeological sites across the globe, places long studied and explored, but now looked at with new eyes and new tools. They used scanners that could see beneath layers of soil, decipher materials invisible to human instruments, unlock secrets hidden for thousands of years. As the teams worked, they uncovered strange carvings and artifacts that seemed to tell a story, one that linked humanity to the Varath in ways never imagined, or perhaps even shared knowledge. Each discovery deepened the mystery, raising more questions than answers. Were humans descendants of a lost Vrath colony? Did the Vrath once guide humanity's ancestors? Or was it something else entirely? These questions fueled excitement and anxiety. In quiet moments, the Vrath themselves showed glimpses of emotion, pride, sadness, and hope, revealing that this mission was not just about technology or power, but about reclaiming a lost part of their heritage. Meanwhile, humans found themselves learning not only about alien science, but also about their own history and identity. Yet, even as cooperation blossomed, the alliance remained fragile. Old fears, cultural differences, and miscommunications threatened to break the fragile trust. Both sides watched each other closely, uncertain of motives and wary of betrayal. Political leaders debated behind closed doors, while scientists struggled to balance their curiosity with caution. And somewhere beneath the surface, shadowy figures wondered if this alliance was truly in humanity's best interest or a dangerous gamble that could bring unforeseen consequences. As the search for the lost ship continued, the world watched and waited, caught between hope and fear, curiosity and caution. The uneasy alliance between humans and Vrath was a delicate dance on the edge of a new era, one that could unlock incredible discoveries or unleash dangers beyond imagining. With every artifact uncovered and every secret revealed, the stakes grew higher and the future of both species hung in the balance. The story of two worlds, once separate but now intertwined, was only beginning to unfold. After months of tireless searching and careful exploration, the combined teams of humans and Vrath finally uncovered what they had been seeking: a hidden underground complex buried deep beneath Earth's surface. It's concealed so well by the passing of time that it had become nearly invisible to all but the most advanced detection methods. The outpost was vast and ancient, its walls etched with strange symbols and glowing faintly with the remnants of alien energy that had lasted through countless centuries. It was clear this place had once been a center of great importance to the Vrath, a secret haven for their lost ship. Inside the complex, their sensors detected a massive object, partially buried under layers of alien technology that had fused strangely with Earth's minerals, as if the planet itself had embraced this piece of the past and made it part of its own story. The lost starship emerged from the shadows of millennia, damaged but still impressive, a silent witness to a forgotten age of exploration and wonder. As engineers and scientists from both species began the delicate task of repairing the vessel, the atmosphere was thick with anticipation and awe. But the true revelation came when they discovered a hidden chamber within the ship, containing a holographic message left by the Vrath crew who had been aboard the ship 30,000 years ago. The message played out in shimmering light, showing images and voices from a time long gone. It revealed a story far different from what many had feared: that the Vrath had come not as conquerors, but as explorers and preservers, seeking knowledge and peace rather than war and domination. Their mission had been one of hope, to understand the vast universe and protect its wonders from harm.
Ow.
This profound revelation sent ripples through the human world, challenging long-held beliefs about the nature of alien life and the cosmos itself. It reshaped the way people saw their place in the universe, suggesting that humanity's own origins might be more closely tied to the stars than anyone had ever imagined. The discovery sparked new debates among scholars and philosophers, inspiring wonder and humility in equal measure. The Vrath and humans alike felt a renewed sense of purpose, bound together by a shared respect for the mysteries of existence. Yet beneath the surface of this new hope, questions remained. Why had the ship been lost? What had caused the disaster that buried it for so long? And what dangers might still lurk in the darkness, waiting to be uncovered? The ancient complex held many secrets, and each new piece of knowledge seemed to lead to more questions, drawing the teams deeper into a story written in stars and stone. That they were not just restoring a vessel, but reconnecting with a forgotten legacy, one that could guide their future among the stars. The weight of history pressed on them, but it also gave them strength. This moment was not just about technology or exploration. It was about understanding, respect, and the shared journey of two species learning to trust one another in a universe full of unknowns. The past and future intertwined here beneath the Earth's surface, where secrets long buried began to rise once more into the light. just as the fragile alliance between humans and the Vrath began to show real progress. With the lost starship nearing repair and hope growing among both species, an unexpected and terrifying threat appeared from the darkness of space. Kreth, a hostile alien faction known throughout distant star systems for their ruthlessness and overwhelming power, arrived with swift and deadly intent. Their massive warships darkened Earth's orbit, casting shadows that mirrored the fear. In the hearts of those below, the Kreth's technology was far beyond anything the humans had ever seen. And even the Vareth, with all their ancient wisdom and advanced science, recognized the danger they posed. These invaders did not come with words or offers. They came to claim the Vrath ship for themselves, intending to use its secrets and power for conquest and destruction. The news of the Kreth's arrival sent shockwaves through the Alliance, breaking the fragile calm that had settled over the teams working beneath Earth's surface and above in orbit. Governments mobilized their defenses, cities prepared for possible attacks, and scientists scrambled to enhance weapons and shields. The humans in Vrath knew that their survival depended on unity. Only by combining human adaptability and determination with Vrath technology and tactics could they hope to withstand the Kreth onslaught. Amid the growing chaos, the Vrath captain, a leader wise in both battle and diplomacy, took it upon himself to train human soldiers in ancient combat techniques that had been passed down through generations. These techniques were not just physical, but mental, teaching, focus, patience, and an understanding of energy flows that could turn the tide of battle. Under his guidance, human fighters grew stronger, more confident, and better prepared to face an enemy that seemed almost unstoppable. The battles that followed were fierce and relentless, fought in the skies above Earth and within the complex underground where the starship lay. The Kreth attacked with precision and cruelty, pushing the defenders to their limits, but humans in Vrath refused to yield. Each victory, no matter how small, fueled their hope and determination, proving that courage and unity could match. Even the greatest power, civilians, caught in the crossfire, showed their own resilience, supporting efforts to protect their world in every way they could. As the fight raged on, moments of tension gave way to acts of bravery and sacrifice that inspired both species to keep fighting. The Kreth's strength was terrifying, but the Alliance's heart was stronger. A force born not just of technology, but of shared dreams and the will to protect home. The conflict tested the bonds between humans and Vrath like never before, revealing weaknesses, but also forging trust and respect. In this desperate struggle, it became clear that the fate of Earth and the future of the galaxy were linked. Held in the hands of those willing to stand together against darkness, the threat of the Kreth loomed large, but so did the unbreakable spirit of two worlds, united by hope, courage, and the promise of a brighter tomorrow after the long, hard struggle that tested every ounce of courage and strength. The combined forces of humans and Vrath finally succeeded in repelling the Kreth invaders. The battle had been fierce and costly, but unity had proven stronger than fear or hatred. On the day the Kreth fled, the skies above Earth cleared and a new light seemed to shine on the planet below. The once lost Vrath starship, now repaired and gleaming with the energy of countless hours of work, stood ready to leave Earth's surface. As the ship's engines hummed to life, carrying the hopes of two worlds, a sense of pride and accomplishment filled everyone involved. The alliance formed in desperation had transformed into a bond of respect and friendship, built not only on shared battles, but on shared dreams of exploration and peace. The Vrath, recognizing the courage and determination of humanity, extended an invitation that would change the course of history, a place among the stars, a chance to join the cosmic community as equals. This offer was more than technology or knowledge. It was an acceptance of humans as protectors of the galaxy, worthy of partnership and trust. Earth, once a quiet planet watching the skies with wonder and uncertainty, now stood proudly as a vital player in the universe's grand story. Across the world, people celebrated not just a victory, but a new beginning. Young and old, from every nation and culture, looked up at the stars with renewed hope and curiosity, dreaming of journeys yet to come. Scientists imagined the discoveries. Ahead, explorers prepared for adventures on distant worlds. And leaders planned for a future where humanity's voice would be heard among the stars. Yet even in celebration, there was a quiet understanding that the road ahead would not be easy. The universe was vast and full of mysteries, and humanity's journey was just beginning. But the unbreakable spirit that had united people through fear and conflict now fueled a determination to explore, learn, and protect, not just for themselves, but for all who called the stars home. The Wrath Captain, standing beside Human. Leaders spoke words that echoed through time. This was not the end, but the dawn of a new era, where two species would walk together into the unknown, guided by hope, courage, and friendship. As the repaired starship lifted into the sky, disappearing among the stars it had once lost, Earth felt smaller but stronger, connected to a universe waiting to be explored. Humanity's place among the stars was no longer a dream but a reality, forged in unity and courage, ready to face whatever the future might hold with open hearts and determined minds. The story of Earth and the Wrath was now intertwined, shared adventure in the vastness of space, filled with endless possibilities, and the promise of a brighter tomorrow.